Yeah, welcome to the Benin Empire Advancement League, the Beal Global, the whole of all Benin citizens worldwide, Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Benin Republic, Sierra Leone, and in the North and South America, in the Caribbean. I say good day to you all, according to your time. This is the Benin Empire Advancement League, as I said before. Yes, we are back again. Uh, the past few weeks, we have been very, very busy. As I used to say this before, because we are working tirelessly to improve the lives of our people and also to listen to our people, what they have to say. Yes, as you all know, in 2023, the presidential election is already on the ground. And Nigerians, they are going crazy about their candidates. Some are saying Emiloka, some are saying articulate, and some are saying Obinize or whatever they have to say. My main concern is our people, the Benin people, the Edo people, the Esan, Robo, Isoko, Shakiri, Kwale, Ika, Ozanoko, Goros, and all those Benin areas, Isaba, and others. Yes, we have seen for the past few days what has been going on. This is just a test of what is going to be happening when the campaign heat up to the level as we cannot uh, imagine. Yes, the Benis are busy shouting "Obi Obi," while the IPOB is using uh, this very period stockpiling arms. Likewise, the Yorubas, they are doing the same, and the northern part of Nigeria is also doing the same. They are stockpiling arms and waiting for the event that is coming. While with the Benin, we are just uh, ramping and roaming around and shouting other candidates' name. Meanwhile, we the Benin, normally we are the original owner of Nigeria. Half of Nigeria's land belongs to the Benin Empire. Half of West African land belongs to uh, the Benin Empire. So I cannot understand our people. How come we disgracing ourselves before uh, other minority tribes? As a minority before Nigeria was created. Uh, yes, especially the Obi people. People may come after me, and why I'm saying this. Obi, Atiku, or Tinubu has never been the leader Nigeria wants. And they can never represent Nigeria, or they can never build Nigeria to the extent Nigeria would like. And I am afraid what will happen if Obi loses the Nigeria election, presidential election, or if Tinubu loses the Nigeria election, presidential election, or if Atiku loses. Let's start drawing what is going to happen. Once the election result is announced, or even before the election, it's going to be a heat up. There's going to be something like bloodshed. Something like bloodshed that will open the door for Sodom and Gomorrah that is coming if we are not careful. Let me put it that way. The first step It's going to be a bloodshed that will happen before the election. And after the election, there will be a Sodom and Gomorrah, which Edo people or the Benis are not prepared for. Why am I saying this? The Igbos, as we are talking now, are stockpiling a huge arms in the eastern region. The Yorubas are doing exactly the same thing. Why the Northerners are doing the same thing? What are the Benis doing? We are campaigning for Emiloka. We are campaigning for Atiku. We are campaigning for Obi. The Benis sometimes never learns from their mistakes. I think we should start reasoning what we are doing, how we are doing things that will affect our tomorrow. Because if we go back 2 years ago and look at what was happening during the governorship election, it was 2 years ago, I think we can recollect how everything went. And this is exactly the same thing repeating himself. That time we were having 4x4, Toba, and now we're having articulated, Emiloka, and Obinais. My question for Ado people, who is then representing us? Who are we nominating as a Benin person to run for president? It's not over because we feel we can't do anything for Nigeria. We have nothing to offer for Nigeria. We allow all these elements, let me call them elements, like the Yorubas, fanaticals, the Igbos fanaticals, the 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 Hausa, the Fulanis fanaticals, to be choosing for us every day for activity. If not, our Oba Akenzo the second and Oba Erediawa of blessed memory, and our present Oba Eware Okidiga II, we should have not been calling ourselves Edo, Robo, Isoko, or whatever again. Because these people, they did a very, very great job to make sure the Benin remain who they are, or to preserve some of our culture, our language, and others. But we, the ordinary citizens, we were just, I don't know how to call it, we were just, uh, I will not say it that the way it will abuse, look like an abusive word, but let me just put it that way. They were doing a great job while we, the ordinary citizens, were just sleeping. We were sleeping in a dream that it is time that we wake up from that dream, because that dream called Nigeria is fading. It's fading with the reason of ethnicity. Ethnic belonging is the super world we are living in Nigeria. We have seen what the IPOBs or the Oduduwas or the Arawe were trying to do in Nigeria before the nominations of all these candidates. But the Benis, we were left out. We were so marginalized that we were calling ourselves South South. And now, the South South cannot offer anything. They cannot even work together. There was a video I shared the other day why our President Omonoba Nedo Oba Eware II Lokidigan was saying in that video we should uphold our culture because the system of government you see in Nigeria today is not the system of government that is being done in the will of Nigerians. There are other elements that is using these politics to marginalize people like us, the Benin. The Yorubas, there were from the first day before the creation of Nigeria, submitted to the British by saying, "Sir, I'm your obedient servant." The Igbo did the same. The Hausas and the Fulani, they resisted a little bit, but they also submitted and start saying, "I'm your obedient servant." We, the Benin, we refuse to do that. Our forefathers refused to do that, but we now are doing the same, exactly what our forefathers refused to do. When it comes to Nigerian politics, we are far, far behind. We are far behind. We don't even know where we belong to. We are being marginalized in all projects that is taking place in the whole world today, in the whole Nigeria today. We are the people feeding the nation Nigeria, the South and the Middle Belt. The nation Nigeria wealth is being derived from all these areas. Once they started to create region inside region, because the British were educated then how to do this. Out of South, they created Niger Delta because they know very well the oil and the wealth that is feeding Nigeria is coming out of this area, which people were now saying this is Niger Delta. Before there was nothing like Niger Delta. You know? So as we are talking now, even the leaders we are going to be choosing, they were in Britain to hold a meeting. I see no reason why Nigerian leaders should be going to Britain to be holding a meeting when we have a large country like Nigeria, or going to Saudi Arabia to go and be holding a meeting when we have a country called Nigeria where they are going to rule. You can see the problem we are facing and we are going to be facing. In all these meetings, none of our Southerners was included in all these meetings. What are they discussing in this meeting? Does anything about the Southerners really matters to Nigeria? No. All we hear people shouting is Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani. Nobody ever mentioned Edo. Nobody ever mentioned Esan. Nobody mentioned anything. But we are shouting day in and day out, Obi, Obi. Why? Obi was a governor of Anambra State. He did nothing, even let the people down. Likewise, Tinubu, Abubakar Atiku. Most of you people will remember what Obasa just said about this man. But today it's like nothing happened. Nothing of such ever existed. But why are we doing what we are doing? Why are we so lazy? Why are we so lazy? That is my question. Why are we so lazy to fight for ourselves? even those that are not lazy, that we could have said, okay, this is our people, we pick and support. But we will use our greediness to degrade these people. Or somebody of Wake, for me, although I didn't like the manner he's talking to our traditional rulers, but I think this is somebody we could have built. Say, okay, Wake, you stand up for the South. Or somebody like Oshomole. We also know he was a bad leader, but we should have somebody that will represent us. Because of our greediness, because of our manner, because of our irresponsible behavior, that is why we are in this mess where we are today. Upon all Tinubu did, all wrong he did, I can tell you 95% of Yoruba people are standing behind Tinubu. I can tell you 95% of Igbos are standing behind Obi. I can tell you 95% of Hausa and Fulani are standing behind Atiku. So who are we standing behind? We destroy our people to start ruling us, to start dictating for us what we are going to be doing, what we are not going to be doing. When I came out, I think that was 2 years ago, in the early stage of my broadcasting, I said something like this, but people doesn't understand. When they were saying 4x4, talk back, I said something to them. What will you now do if somebody you are saying talk back, and 4x4 now disgrace us and disrespecting us? What will you then do? We can see the mess today. This, what we are seeing in our state today, is just 1% of what we are going to be seeing in the future because of our irresponsible act. Our youth went to Abuja. You can see the way they were running after money. And these are the people who will come out tomorrow to be start shouting, that is too old, that is too old. Why you as a youth who has everything on your hands, your future is in your hands, to do good for yourselves and for your people. You did nothing. You prove everybody right who we are saying the youth cannot manage the affairs of the country. And this is the situation we are today. We need a set of youth, even though it's 5% among the 100% people we are having, or among the 7 million we are having, even though it's only 5%, that can be threading the gold weight message, the message of politics we are supposed to be following. All this one, these people are shouting today, Atiku nice, Obi nice, and Emiloka and others. This is so disgracing to be hearing this out of our mouths, to be reading this day in and day out of what we are writing on social media. How can we just read or bring ourselves so low to that level that people are now seeing us as nothing? That has nothing to say in the affairs of Nigeria, when we know half of Nigeria really belongs to us. Look at the issue of artifacts. Because of greediness, some of our chiefs are colliding with the governor of Edo State to re-rob, I will call it re-rob, the artifact that doesn't belong to them. They are colliding with the British because of greediness, because of 100,000 or 200,000 they get from these people, colliding with other people to steal our artifacts, the artifact that doesn't belong to them. You can see how our people are acting, how our people are just useless as they can. If you stand for the truth, come up with the truth. But is it what you want to leave for your children? Is it how you want your children to remember you as a corrupt father who was having a native title, a native chief title? I don't understand. If I were to be in that position today, most of these chiefs will never step their foot in the land, nor in the Benin Empire. They should have been deported to other countries to go and look at how people come together, stay together, work together with the truth. Our people of today, most of our chiefs of today, I cannot really understand. What your forefather fought for is now what you are destroying, especially our youth and Odion Weres who are colliding with those youth selling the land of our forefathers. It's a disgrace to every one of you. And most of you spreading lies in social media to say the Enogie, the Ohen, the Odion Were is causing commotion in your community. We all know the truth. Once somebody stand on your way that you people should not sell the land of our ancestors, you will come up to social media to start telling lies against all these people. We understand that there are all some bad eggs among these our chiefs and our Enogi, but they are very, very few. They are very, very few. But we, the youth of today, we are going to be the elders of tomorrow. How are we going to be telling our children, our grandchildren, the right thing to do? You can just look at the whole situation we are facing in the state. All the meaningful streets we are having in Benin City are named after the English people. You see, before they name it Way, it was third. You have second, you have first, you have SWAT, you have Ring Road. These are not our names. These are not our names. All these things need to be renamed. It may sound strange to you. Since I have been living in this country where I am today, you hardly find any street that is named after a Nigerian person, not even to talk of a Benin person. But we have so many streets that is almost all our streets are named after the Europeans. Upon all they did to us. Now, how are we going to solve all this problem? Because all our youth, upon all the education they are having, in among Nigeria, we can say the Benin are most educated Nigerians. Apart from the Yorubas and some Igbos that can compete with us. But if you go to that level, you see the Benin, even some of them cannot recognize themselves as Benin just because of lack of education they're having. They have Western education, but their own cultural education, their own traditional education that gave them identity will be just left behind. It is a disgrace to all of us that we are whom we are. We refuse to recognize whom we are. We are allowing people to be using us as a toilet paper for the pit hole. Obi is roaming around now, listening to you people. I don't think in 2 years later, Obi will know whom you are, or who your father is, or who Edo State is. Because the Igbos are going to mount pressures on Obi if he won the presidential election, that it may lead to the division of Nigeria, which the Benin are not prepared for. We should start preparing for what is coming to us. I don't say people shouldn't pray. They should pray, but the white man never leave it on prayer. They do things physically. Our forefathers, they never leave it for prayers. They did it physically and practically to make sure everything functions. That was how they were able to build all these artifacts, all these man-made things that we are seeing today. They didn't rely on prayer. It is our time to raise the flag of our forefather again, to tell them we were existing before Nigeria was created. And when it comes to that situation, we are also going to be taking the step of leaving that country. And we are taking along with us all we brought into that country. All that was taken from us, that was merged to that country called Nigeria. Most of you today, talking on social media, campaigning for the IPOB, campaigning for Okiame or whatsoever, it is a pity that people like you let us sit down for those useless idiots to be used by those useless idiots. Because all we were taught, we are prince and princess. Not to bow down for anybody or to kneel down for anybody apart from our God King, Manobanedo. And now you people are lying down for IPOB. You are lying down for Arisco or who he called and said. At the end will not be good for you people. The end is going to be a very, very sad end for you people. You people should know this. So let me stop here for today because there's a lot that is going to become, but put it in mind. Anything you are doing today about politics in our states, put it in your mind. Any chaos you are causing in our states, that is also your brother that is going to pay for it. Tinubu will not come and pay for it with his life. Obi will not come and pay for it with his life. Likewise, Atiku will not do that. If you, as a citizen of the Benin Empire, cause any chaos that will lead to the death of any of our citizens, we are going to be holding you people responsible, no matter the position you are having in our states. Because the Beninese always say, be your brother's keepers. Our brothers and our sisters, they unite together to form a common front against the British. The invasion you saw didn't take place just one day. It took more than 20, 30 years for the British to analyze the Beninese before they could take that decision to come to the Benin for invasion. According to the research that is being done in so many ways, the Beninese didn't really understand what was going on that period. Although our fathers, most of them understand what was going on, and they were fighting against it. But the British was able to penetrate into the brains of some of our brothers and sisters that was used against us. If you listen to the video of the Alafin, the late Alafin of Oyo, you will understand what's really transpired, why the British were so interested in the Empire of Benin, why they were so interested to destroy the Benin Empire. One of them was just the Benin Empire was the only remaining empire in the whole of West Africa as a whole. And people like me, I don't believe the British colonized us. No. Our forefathers, they refused the colonization of the British. Till today, we are still upholding our culture, doing what our forefathers did. Ask so many of our brothers who are now parading the crown of the Benin Empire, like the Oni of Ife. The crown on his head is from the Benin Empire. That is 100% sure. He can be arrogating himself here and there as a king today. But we know the truth. Those who know the truth always come for the truth. The British stole so many things in our empire, including the crown of the Oni of Ife, that the Yorubas are arrogating as Oduduwa or Oduwa today. This is from the Benin Empire. It was stolen by the British, decorated as Yoruba or as Ife. The Oni of Ife should come out to tell the people where the crown was made and how it was made. The British stole a lot of things. Even our name, Benin, was stolen. All we all know today is stolen from us, repackaged, and resold to us, just like our artifact. But people don't really understand the whole things that is really going on. And I feel so bad and so sad when I see our people running up and down, shouting one name of the other to rule over them. when you as a person can as well be in the same position to be doing that. Even after the creation of Nigeria, the Benin played a very, very crucial role to, to make sure there's peace and stability in this country we are today. But upon all this, we are being neglected, we are being somehow demonized, victimized. My appeal to our people is just, please, don't let us be a victim. Because if you are a victim, you remain in the victim period. You'll be a victim forever. We should not be a victim to all this. Let us stand up. Let us stand up for ourselves. Let's start supporting ourselves. No matter the situation, no matter the condition. If I'm saying something wrong, caution me and give me the reason to understand. But fighting against each other is not what we want today. The Beninese should come together to form a single front, to form a single language, without supremacy, to have a single passport in the future, to have all what we need for a country for the future. Because all these people we are running after today, they already have it. They have their plans. And their plans is not good for us. We have to know this. So I am still pleading with all of you today. Touch your heart. Go back, go and make research of the forefathers, who they were and who they are. To know that you are the children of a great empire, great souls. Your DNA is one of the strongest in the whole world. That's why I cannot understand the behavior of some of our people who are shouting and roaming around the street, organizing 2 million march, 1 million march. If I come to Benin today, will you organize 1 million march for me? No. If Izoduwa come to Benin tomorrow and said, organize 1 million march for me, none of you will do that. All this inferiority need to stop. Be the human beings of your father, the human being as created by God. So thank you very much for joining me today. Before the week, I will still be coming out to talk about this as things develop. Because most of our people, it's like they don't know whom they are. Because we need to retake or restore our dignity, the dignities of our forefathers. Check our background. It's also time for forgiving, because unity can only happen if you feel something is done to you that was wrong, you forgive. That's just the beginning of unity. And all friendships started with greeting. Say hello to each other. So thank you for joining me, and I appreciate. And see you before the week, before next week end up. I will try my possible best to be live again, maybe with our vice president or someone else. So thank you, and have a great weekend. Happy Sunday to you all. Bye bye.